We just literally rolled into town to Indianapolis.
Our longest drive to date, which was about
36 hours to get here?
38 hours, I think.
37 hours ago, we played a show in Las Vegas.
Hey, everybody can take a step a little closer. We've been in Vegas a while, but I don't think we've contracted that many crazy things. I'm kidding, we probably did.
Bad news, well I got my eyes on you. Bad news, well I got my eyes on you. Eyes, 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 eyes on you.
I got a free for China. Anybody?
I think that sounds like.
All right, no China.
Now we're here for the first night in Indianapolis with the Gym Blossoms.
Today marks the first day of our official tour with them.
We're here. We haven't showered.
See in here, you can brush your teeth, you can get haircuts.
Still haven't showered yet, but I think it'll look okay. Do I look okay, Dom?
We've been brushing our teeth in Walmart parking lots.
When the tour started, I was already super excited because my whole reason for moving from Missouri to Arizona, and it might sound, crazy or whatever, but was to play with the Gym Blossoms.
It's a proud moment of mine for Josh because me and Josh have been together forever, and he's set goals, and he's always wanted to play with the Gym Blossoms.
And now that we were going on the road with him, it was just, I couldn't believe it was happening.
At first it was to be on the Gym Blossoms, and now his band is opening up for the Gym Blossoms.
I always feel 19 years old around them again, I always get a little nervous and a little jittery and stuff just because I'm just such a big fan, and I like that. I still get that feeling, It's like going back to high school and you're still worried the principal's gonna swat your ass or something.
But we're here and we're ready to rock. I took my little shower in the bathroom and we're ready to go. This is now my second major tour.
It's funny that I chased a band that's from Arizona where it's beautiful and warm.
Everybody here in Indianapolis has been great. One thing that sucks is that it's cold.
But it is so cold. Just to get here an hour before sound check for being in the van for 38 hours is a true test to how much fun we're gonna actually have.
But here's night one, Indianapolis. We're at the Vogue.
Chico monitor.
Hey, 1, 2. Woo!
This monitor's cranking. Is there any way you can bring my vocal up in this? I pulled my my guitar stick.
Cool, man.
1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2.
So don't let I Need to Know Sunshine shade someone better.
If I get you're like, and I'm, If you were nicer to people, maybe shit would fuck up for you all the time.
I'm not denying that at all.
Listen to each other, listen to your ears.
Robin said he's probably gonna get up and jump up and do a Tom Petty song, which is cool for me because the Tom Petty song that he's talking about getting up and doing is the one that they got me up on stage for my 21st birthday to play with them. It's pretty full circle that's happened.
Josh Kennedy from the Black Moods. My protege. Josh used to run my recording studio back in Tempe, and he worked for Gym Blossoms for a summer.
We're broke, but we're on the Bob and Tom show, baby.
We're going to get the house band up and running. Hey, let's do that. Okay. There we go. That sounds good. That sounds very good. We'll keep that up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, baby. What's happening? Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. That's some live music. Our house band today, the Black Moods.
Josh.
Yes.
Get a hand on Christy there. She's going to slide out of her chair.
Yeah, she sure is.
Josh Kennedy, vocals, lead guitar. Jordan Hoffman on the bass. Chico on drums and percussion.
My man.
Yeah, I'm sure Chico loves it when you say Chico and the Man, referencing a television show so obscure. Even I have forgotten it. He's just staring at
Why
us.
did they have a third season of that?
Yeah, what happened?
Well, I can explain.
The Black Moods.
I know Jack Alberton was up for it.
The Black Moods on their way to Charleston, South Carolina at the Music Farm coming up Wednesday evening. Oh, this is awesome. Thank you, fellas. By the way, the Black Moods have been up for, well, how long does it take to drive to Vegas, halfway across the country, do a show, and then come in here?
Oh, man.
So,
That was great. That was super cool.
We'll be all right. I'm so sorry.
That's terrific. See you next time. Oh, it was great. And thanks for this.
Oh, here we go. We're all geeking out over it. My face hurts from smiling. That was so much fun.
We are at WYBB in South Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina, and we're gonna do an acoustic interview with Jackie Wild, and then we go set up and play with the Gym Blossoms. Check it out. We all got belladonna tattoos.
Oh yeah, check it out.
You all did?
Yeah.
Oh my
They're
god.
They're still fresh. We got them.
That is so cool.
I want to scratch the hell out of mine.
I'm ready to get my belladonna tattoo to signify 15 weeks on the top 40 charts with my boys. Here we go.
Well, she said without hand to stop me, that I'm all the coast there. I wouldn't know, it's all mine now. I could be wrong, she's all mine, she's all mine.
Yeah, boy.
We are in pretty much Jacksonville, Florida. This is, will this be the 5th show? These shows have just been fantastic. Every night, if it's not sold out, it's nearly sold out. The Blossoms have just been super cool, and we've been just having so much fun with them.
Will anybody take her out? She's all made up, she's ready now. And no one never showed her how. Oh, she doesn't care, just take her now. Yeah. Hey, now you know you never listen. Sunshine, you know you're always missing out. You're so proud, everybody wants you now. Hey, now you know you never listen. Sunshine, you know you're always missing out. You're so proud, everybody wants you now.
I'm trying to think of like the most interesting show so far. Last night we were in Bonita Springs, and it was a sit-down place. It was like dinner and a show.
I'd like to welcome to the stage, give a big round of applause for the Black Moods.
Club, and it's all dinner tables.
It's just weird because everybody's sitting there eating their pork chops, watching you, not clapping because they're still eating.
This place, when you're done with the song, they just rattle their forks and knives together instead of clapping. Just ching, ching, ching. Makes you more nervous to win a crowd over when you're playing during their meal.
So we actually turned it on even more last night.
Well, it's happened again. I gotta let you know that no one's in control. And I would take you right now anywhere you're easily amused. It ain't nothing new. I would take
We got a couple standing ovations after songs. I don't know if that's because they thought we were done and they were really happy about that.
We got them up. We got them doing ovations for us, so that was pretty cool.
I do remember I was playing a solo. I just was messing around, and at the in the middle of one tune, I just like played this little solo thing. Everybody stood up and was like really into it. So I was gonna go back into the song and I was like, nah, let's milk this for all we can, you know? So I went back and did it again. Off Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday happens to be Fat Tuesday, and we happen to be driving through New Orleans.
Chico brought up the idea. He was like, hey, New Orleans is on the way.
As I was looking at the map, I realized that right smack in the middle between Jacksonville and Austin is New Orleans, and I looked at the calendar and it was Fat Tuesday.
So why don't we stop there for Fat Tuesday? Because that was literally the day that we were going to be passing through on our day off.
And one of my bucket list things was to always go to Fat Tuesday. I wanted to do that, and I was like, guys!
It was like one of my check marks. You know, I got to check that off my list because that's been like a really cool thing. I've never been able to go to New Orleans, and I got to go there for Fat Tuesday, so that was pretty rad.
Drove all night, rolled in at 9 o'clock in the morning.
We were exhausted.
I already had friends there that welcomed us with a bottle of Hennessy.
Welcome to Louisiana, the drink of choice.
Got welcomed with a proper beverage.
We just had so much fun, just seeing, just people watching, wearing the costumes that they wore. Of course, the boobs that were everywhere.
There wasn't as many topless girls that I thought there would be.
Although, it wasn't the boobs that you wanted to see.
The ones that were topless, I'm not sure they should have been.
It was the lady that you're like, no, put your shirt back on.
I don't think I've ever seen such a crowd. Like,
parades were insane.
I don't think we saw much of the parades because of the people. You know, there were so many.
9 o'clock in the morning, these people were partying like crazy. And I guess they've been doing it all week. I mean, there's just crap everywhere, all over the floor, beads.
All the beads in the street.
You had to watch where you were going because you might just, it's like stepping on a banana peel.
We experienced that, which is like mayhem. If you've ever been there, you know.
We made it out alive. It was awesome. We were lucky to make it through on Fat Tuesday through Mardi Gras.
Good. I'm glad we weren't there for days because we probably would have died.
I'd do it again.
Fucking Mardi Gras, man.
Bad news, I got my eyes on you. Bad news, I got my eyes on you. Eyes on you.
We moved onward to meet up with the Gym Blossoms in Austin, and we almost made it, like this close.
Of course, had vehicle problems again.
Yeah. Are you excited about this?
Oh, what a 2-hour trip's gonna take, what, 12?
I heard somebody say, slow down, and then all of a sudden, boom, and back right tire of the trailer, the front one, was bent again.
We had hit a toll booth and bent the axle again.
So we spent the next, I don't know how many days on the road without a tire on our trailer. So we had 3 tires on a 4-tire trailer. That was a little embarrassing, but we made it to every show.
We have a lot of traditions, and any towns that we frequent that we've gone back before, there's always either a watering hole or somebody that we know at a restaurant, something in that town. Well, in Austin,
Darwin's Pub there on 6th Street.
And the owner, CJ, he's usually always there. So our first stop is if we're going to Austin, we got to go say hey to CJ. So we walk in there, sure enough, he's behind the bar.
We hadn't seen him forever. We didn't know if he'd remember us. And we stumbled in there, and he did, and he happened to have a day open at South by, which nobody ever does.
And he's like, hey, what are you guys doing on Tuesday? And we're like, I don't know, we're actually going to head back home. He's like, well, now you're playing here. And we're like, all right.
Literally, I think it was 2 days before South by Southwest, we got the gig for South by Southwest.
And we actually stayed there for a couple days, which we shouldn't have because that's another crazy party. Why is our life just nothing but a bunch of crazy parties? I don't know.
We were limping from Austin to Houston after we got the South by gig.
The bittersweet ending of our tour was in Houston.
At House of Blues, which was awesome.
With the Gym Blossoms. It was the last night with them.
All this on 3 tires on the trailer, by the way.
And it was the biggest show. It was over 2,000.
And that was, I think, my favorite show.
Crowd was just so receptive to us.
Not only because like the energy of the crowd, it was like so live, and I mean, it was packed there.
And we just had a blast the whole time. I mean, those guys were just super, super cool to us.
We were really interacting with their fans and them, so it became like it was a cohesive tour by the end of it.
had this thing on tour where we were all wearing white pants and black shirts. We're in our dressing room, and he comes walking in with white pants on.
I said something to Josh about, hey man, aren't you gonna wear the white pants? And he was like, only if you wear some. And then I said, I've got a secret. And I was gonna surprise you guys and like walk on stage with some beers and then, well, hey, wait.
That would have been hilarious.
So this next song, we were lucky enough to have my other best good friend, Scotty Johnson from the Jim Blossoms, join us on stage.
So we completed the Jim Blossoms tour.
It helped me learn a lot about not only me as a musician, but me as a person.
And for the past few weeks, we've just been preparing, which is, you know, playing club dates and venues with the Blossoms is awesome. And then now we're gonna play theaters. And, you know, some of the crowds are 7,000 plus.
I set my goal when I was like 13.
You know, all three of us have jumped up doing, so to be able to do that with a legendary band, Hall of Famer, David Coverdale, is just gonna be like surreal.
Stick to your guns, kids. You can do whatever you want, with whoever you want.
Once that girl, she was mine for such a short time. We used to spend every night. Now all I do is cry. You say you can't miss something that you never had. So tell me why I could feel so bad. Why I could feel so bad.
Weird how I did echo in here.